At a business party in Warsaw, a woman comes up to me and says, "Tell me about yourself." Well, I don't know about you, but I don't respond very well to that sort of invitation to talk. And the way we introduce ourselves to each other is terribly important. Americans, of course, are brilliant at it. They give you the smile, the warm handshake, the eye contact, the pat on the shoulder. You open yourself, you're invited to open yourself. And you create common ground immediately from the very beginning, from the first contact. Poles aren't really quite as good at doing that, are they? They tend to look at the ground rather a lot when faced with a new person. The handshake is a sort of thrust, saying that far and no further. And the smile, that all-inviting smile, well, I won't go into it, I won't go any further. But these things are terribly important because, you see, America is the best place in the world to do business in. It's the most innovative country on earth. Poland, unfortunately, is rather low down the league at number 53 for innovation and really not a very good place to do business. And those contacts, those initial invitations to commune are really key to this relationship. The way we greet each other sets the trend. If you're cold, if you're distant, you're not going to develop trust. And trust is all important for any relationship, but above all, for doing business. Now, thankfully, there are rules that we can learn. And these rules were really set by Cicero 2,000 years ago in Rome. But in the 16th century, Baldassare Castiglione, the Florentine nobleman, wrote a book which laid out exactly the way a gentleman should behave. And the most important thing that a gentleman has to do is to make the other person feel at ease, feel comfortable. Now, how do we make somebody feel comfortable? Well, we greet them in a nice way, in a welcoming way. We talk about a subject that they feel comfortable with. Oh, but hang on. If I don't know very much about things in general, how can I talk about anything else except, say, business, which is the common subject, the shared subject? Well, that's your problem. If you can't find your way into somebody else's mind, you're not going to develop trust. And the only way to open doors to somebody else's mind is to share a subject with them. Give them a subject on which they feel comfortable to talk about. It can be the weather, it can be how they got there, it can be what they had for dinner last night, but these are not the best of starting points. We have to find other ways of entering other people's minds. Thanks to Castiglione, we know pretty much which way to go.